when he was a kid, he didn't say, hey, I want to grow up be an addict. He wanted to grow up be a football player. Walgreens made that decision for him.
A Central Ohio family is fighting to hold a major pharmacy accountable for their son's deadly opioid addiction.
They believe Walgreens played a direct role in his death, and now they want justice. The
parents sat down with NBC4 Investigates Jamie Ostroff, who joins us now to talk about this. And you talked to them about their son. What an ordeal this was for them.
A long one, a drawn out one, and a very emotional journey that in ways is still going on today. Steve Mayer died in 2017 after an 8-year battle with addiction. His family tells me it all started after Walgreens neglected its protocols, dispensing hundreds of opioid pain pills to Mayer in less than 2 weeks. After the Franklin County Court of Common Pleas ruled in Walgreens' favor last year, the Court of Appeals reversed that decision this summer. Now the Mayers and their lawyers are preparing for a trial.
For Steve Mayer,
Purdue, Iowa State, wow, Cincinnati.
The future was bright.
He's the first of our 3 boys, first grandkid for everybody, and ended up being a 2-time All-State football player, played running back, a linebacker, and just we're super proud of him. Great brother, great friend.
In 2009, the Dublin Jerome Sr. was on track to join an elite college football program.
He was on everybody's radar, and apparently the story is that the school up north was in the stands the night that he hurt his shoulder.
Steve was playing linebacker. Parents Steve and Kara say it didn't look like a bad hit until their son stood up.
When he got up from the ground, his arm was extended past his knee.
Steve needed extensive surgery to repair his shoulder.
You know, we heard what it was going to be like, and Mom and I both said to him, do you really want to go through all that? And he goes, heck yeah, Dad, I want to play college football, and I still have that dream to be in the NFL.
Steve's doctors prescribed opioid painkillers to help with a difficult recovery. Steve was still in pain, so the doctors prescribed a different opioid. According to this lawsuit filed by the Mayer family, Walgreens dispensed 210 opioid pills to the 18-year-old over the course of 11 days. The Mayers visualized it with a bag of Skittles.
You hear that, it sounds like a lot, but I mean, when you look at it, it is.
Somebody wasn't doing their job.
Yeah.
Somebody failed.
The physical pain, coupled with the mental anguish of not being able to play, led Steve and his family down a difficult path. Multiple attempts to get through college, 5 stints in rehab.
They would always tell him, I mean, you'll go through periods of sobriety, but the devil or the beast, he'll tempt you 1,000 times a day.
Steve died from a fentanyl overdose in October of 2017.
He went through hell and ultimately lost his life, and we want accountability.
The mayor sued Walgreens for wrongful death in 2019, claiming the pharmacy over-dispensed addictive drugs despite corporate protocols to prevent that from happening. The pharmacy argued that because they didn't dispense fentanyl to Steve and because he died 8 years after those first prescriptions, they didn't cause his death. Last year, a Franklin County judge agreed with Walgreens and dismissed the lawsuit.
What I would say is most surprising is Walgreens' reluctance to still recognize its role in the epidemic.
Attorney Chelsea Weaver argued the appeal, pointing to expert testimony that Walgreens instigated Steve's addiction.
He became addicted when he was a senior and was given those drugs. He quickly turned to stronger drugs, as is the case in a lot of these situations, and he struggled with that addiction for the rest of his life.
And in late June, the Court of Appeals sent the case back to the trial court.
This is not the first situation that someone has been overprescribed and became addicted. And so this is really a new recognition of a path forward to holding Walgreens and similar massive pharmacy chains liable.
The mayors say they look forward to being a voice, not just for Steve, but for other families battling addiction.
We want accountability. Yeah, it's important to us. It's important for these people who didn't do their job. They let us down, and they ultimately let Stephen down.
Walgreens would not comment for this story. No trial date has been set yet. And the Mayors now have a foundation. It's called Sammo's Soldiers. It's after Steve's nickname. And to date, it has given money to 38 families to help their loved ones get treatment for addiction.